crazy. That's not how you do that.
Okay, do you have question before we start? No question? Last time we almost finished cells. Okay, so we're gonna finish it today. So we're gonna finish the cell division. Okay, we stopped at cell division last time. Cell division. Okay. Again, there are two types. The first one is called the. You still remember the two types of cell division? Mitosis. What? Yeah, meiosis. Okay, meiosis. Okay. Now, what is mitosis? What is mitosis? Yeah. What kind of division is that? Somatic cell. Okay. Somatic cell. Somatic cell division. And again, 99% of our cells in our body are somatic cells. Only one type of cells, which is reproductive. And male and female have different type of reproductive cells. Right? So, somatic cell division. How about meiosis? It's gonna be reproductive cell division. Okay? And again, there are two types of reproductive cells in human. If it is male, the reproductive cell is called spermatocyte. Okay? Spermatocyte. And male have millions of spermatocytes. They produce 300 million sperms every day. Okay? Every day produce how many sperm? 300 million. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. Right? How about female? What do you call the reproductive cell that they have? Oocyte. Right? So this produce about 300 million sperm per day. Okay? And oocyte, female, when they are mature, they only have about in average 300 oocytes left. Okay? Only 300 left. This means that if they produce every month, then within several years, it will be gone. And they become what we call the menopause, because they cannot produce that OO again. That's the eggs. So how many eggs they produce? No, they have 300 spermatocytes. How many they produce? This one is per day, right? 300 million sperm per day. Woman only produce one egg, right? One egg per day, per month, per period. Okay, it's usually about 28 days. You get this one? So that's the difference between male and female. Right? Female have menopause because they only have 300 oocytes. Men, no pause. They never pause, okay? Because we have millions of spermatocytes. Okay? Now, if you see this, the main function of this reproductive cell will be for what happens after sperm and eggs meet. Okay. Making the individual, which is reproduction over here, right? That's the primary function. Now how about the somatic cell division? What is mainly used for? What is the function of somatic cell division? First, we are growing. What? That's actually coming from somatic cell division. Growth. Okay. Second, if you have, every 10 days, okay, actually your skin cell replace. Every 120 days, your blood cell, red blood cell, replace with the new one. What? So what we call that? Replacement. Okay, and the last one, if there is damage on that cell, like for example maybe your skin cell, your bone cell, then it can be well, recovery or repair. Okay, recovery or repair. Repair or recovery, you can say that. Okay. So those are the function of somatic cell division or mitosis. You have question for this one? Okay. And again, just remember there are two groups of tissue that unable to perform mitosis. They cannot repair. Remember again, what is that? The nervous tissue, your neurons, your brain, your spinal cord, when it is damaged, it's done. It cannot be repaired. The second one is skeletal muscle and the cardiac muscle. When it is dead, it's dead. It's become scar tissue, dead tissue. But the rest still be able to repair or recover. Okay. Now we're gonna learn the step of this cell division. We start with the mitosis, which is really common in our body. Most of our cells perform this mitosis. So let's say this is a cell. It has nucleus in it, right? And if during the undivided division or during relax time or rest time, okay, our cell in the phase or stage is called the interphase. Okay, so during interphase, our cell is actually growing a little bit, but it's not divided. It's just growing. It synthesizes a lot of DNA, proteins, making ATP, right? You see that function of organelles inside the cell, right? They're doing that during the interphase. And mostly, the chromosome during interphase is just look like a thread. It's not really thick. It's a thin, a thin thread. It's not thick. Therefore, the name is not chromosome yet during interphase. What is the name of this chromosome during interphase? Chromatin. It's chromatin. Chromatin. Right? The chromosome that's still thin because they are not ready to divide. Okay, if it is human cell, let's say this is human cell. Okay, how many chromatins, how many chromosomes that we will have? 46. Okay, so we have 46 chromosome or chromatin, and from this total 46, part of the chromosome is called the DNA. It carry the gene. What? So from this 46 chromosome, we have about 20,000 to 25,000 genes. You follow this? Genes. And individual, the number of genes that present in each individual, maybe you have different number of genes than me. Maybe I have more, you have less, you have more, I have less. But average between 20,000 to 25,000. So the individual number of gene is called genome. So genome is the individual number in each individual. Are you with me? Now if we combine all the genomes within population, it's called the gene pool. Gene pool. So when you learn about the gene pool, it means you learn about the genomes of all people in one population. This is just information for you. This is just information for you. Now, during interphase, again, the nuclear envelope is intact. You can see the nucleus easily. And then, of course, they're doing the synthesis, all the action that organelles perform. Now, when they start to do the mitosis, okay, they will go to the first stage. What is the first stage called? Prophase. Now, on the early prophase, it's not the prophase yet, let's say early prophase, this chromatin is become shorter and thicker. Therefore, it's become what we call the chromosome. So I'm gonna write down one chromosome. Let's say this is chromosome. Let's say this is chromosome number 1, pair number 1. Okay? So the homologs will be look like this. It's gonna be the same. Okay? So this is, let's say, pair number 1. And then how many pairs that we have? If we have 46, 23 pairs, right? Let's say this is pair number 1. Okay? So you have the middle one over here. Okay? That middle part is called centromere. Guess what? Centromere. Okay? So this also centromere over here. Now, that centromere in each edge will have a proteins that will use for attachment of the fiber later. That protein is called the, okay, anybody can say it? Kinetochore or kinetochore or whatever. It's not that easy. That's a protein that will be used for attachment of the fibers later when they start to pull, to divide. Okay? Now, this chromosome, of course, consists of molecules that look like double helix. Okay, what you call that molecules? DNA, right? DNA. So this is DNA. It's going to be long DNA. The longer the chromosome, the longer the DNA will be. You with me? Okay. So one chromosome, let's say like this, will carry the gene. Gene is actually sequence of nucleotide in the DNA. So maybe only this is a gene. So let's say this is gene A, maybe for skin color or for eye color, and etc. So the longer, okay, so gene A, gene B, maybe sequence over here is C, sequence over here is D, sequence over here is E, and etc. What? This means that the longer the chromosome, the more genes will be. Are you with me? What? So in this case, pair number 1 will carry more gene compared to pair number 22. Maybe this gene carry 1,000, right, of gene, but chromosome number 22 maybe only carry 100 of gene. Are you follow this? Right? Now, during the early prophase, this chromatin has become thicker like this, and this one is called the chromosome now. Chromosome. Are you with me? Remember, it has pair. It means that 2 chromosomes in one pair, right? So the chromosome that pairs like this is called homologous. Homologous chromosome. Okay, so this is a homologous chromosome. You with me? It means that this chromosome from your father and the pair will be from your mother. Okay? It's going to be carry the same gene. This is gene from your mother, gene A from your mother, gene A from your father, like that. Okay? So you actually carry both of your parents' characteristics with you. Are you get me? How and how? Now, homologous chromosome. Now, during prophase over here, okay, this nuclear envelope start to disappear. They actually disappear. It's gone. Okay? And this chromosome over here, each of these chromosome will start to divide. So let's say I'm gonna take this one. then it's gonna be look like this. Okay, it start to divide. It look like X letter. Okay? So what do you call this middle part of here? Centromere. Centromere, right? And what do you call the proteins on each side over here? The kinetochore, right? So it's gonna be like that. It is divided. Is this divided or yet? It is not. It is still one chromosome. This one still one chromosome. However, you see there are two lines now. When it is divided, it's become two letters. Okay? So these two over here, okay, this and this is called the homologous chromosome, which is the same like this one. They are homologous chromosome. Guess what? Now the side, the part that become chromosome, now each of this is called chromatid. Okay, it's called chromatids. You follow this? So how many chromatids in these two pairs of chromosomes? 4. Are you with me? You with me? What? The chromatid that's coming from the same chromosome, this and this, and this and this, is called sister chromatids. Okay, so a lot of terminology over here, but it's not that difficult. If chromatid is coming from the same chromosome, it's called what? Sister chromatid. So this is sister chromatid. This is really important later when we talk about meiosis. Okay, you're gonna see. We're gonna learn this one first. Now the chromatids that coming from different chromosome, let's say this and this, that's coming from different chromosome, right? Okay. So this and this chromatid from chromosome, the right chromosome from the left chromosome, what? They are called what? Non-sister. Non-sister chromatid. Okay, you follow this. Again, if we want to put the gene A over here, it's gonna be like that. Gene B, right? C, okay, D, E. Are you follow me? Right? Later they can actually change, okay, replace one another. Okay, but right now it's gonna be look like this. So this is during what? Prophase. Therefore, okay, you're gonna see that chromosome now gonna be look like this. I will not use 46 chromosome over there. Just for example, we're gonna use 4 chromosome or 2 pairs of chromosome to make it easy to follow the division. Okay, now this is prophase. What happened in the prophase? Nuclear envelope start disappear, and then the chromosome start to divide. Okay, giving you the X type of letter. Okay? And then the microtubules, the centrioles, okay, will separate into the pole. Okay, centriole. Okay, this is centriole. And the centriole will produce the fiber. It's called the spindle fiber. But the fiber is not attached to the chromosome yet. You can see one? The spindle fiber is still, hanging out. It's not touching the chromosome yet. Do you follow this? Okay, so if we start with 4, it's gonna be 4, but if it is human, it's gonna be 46. Okay, I just put the number of human chromosomes in the brackets over here. Right? Now, what is the next stage after prophase. You still remember how to memorize the step, the stage? P on math, right? So P and then M. What is M? Metaphase. Okay, metaphase. Now what happened with the metaphase? The spindle fiber then will touch the chromosome in the kinetochore. Okay. Okay, so it's kinetochore over here. Right? And push it on the equatorial, in the middle of the cell. So all the chromosome now is gonna be lining in the middle nicely. And you already seen this, right? You saw this under the microscope. It's really in the middle of the cell, lining over there, right? So that's chromosome. So during metaphase, do you see any nucleus? Do you see any nuclear envelope? No more. Gone. No nucleus. No envelope. They disappear. This one start to disappear. This one is really disappear. Right? Now, if you calculate the number of chromosome over here, it's gonna be how many? 4, which is equal to 46 if it is human chromosome. You guys what? What is next? I'm gonna erase the bottom one over here. What is after M? Anaphase. Okay, so anaphase. What happened in anaphase? The cell elongated. Instead of round, now become oval. Okay, a little bit. It's gonna be longer like that. Okay, so this is anaphase. Get it? The spindle fibers over here will pull and separate these chromatids. Remember, the sister chromatids will be separated, pulled by this spindle fiber. Okay, so this is spindle fiber. Okay, it's pulled that. Therefore, under the microscope, you actually be able to see the chromosome look like a V letter. Okay, it's a V letter. Like that. Okay, so the black one over here. Okay, pair number 1, pair number 2. The blue one will be here. Okay, so the cell elongated, the chromatids separate, and each of these chromatids is become chromosome now. It's become chromosome. Now, if you calculate how many chromosomes in this anaphase, how many is going to be? 8. Or if it is human chromosome, it's 92. Get it? Do you see any nuclear envelope? No. No nuclear envelope. Nucleus is gone. It's already disappeared in this anaphase. What next after anaphase? Telophase. If it is animal cell, the telophase will be look like this. It look like balloon that you pinch in the middle. It will create this part over here. It's called the cleavage furrow. Okay, that actually will separate the two cells. And then what happened? The nuclear envelope reappeared. Now you start to see the envelope, the nucleus. Nuclear envelope reappear on each pole. Get it? It will protect the chromosome. Now chromosome will be inside the nucleus. How many? 4, which is 2 pairs, right? Okay. The black pairs and the blue pairs over here. Are you with me? Okay. And this stage is called telophase. Okay. And then how many chromosomes will be? No, I mean in this picture, 4 each. It means that how many? No, how many? 4 each. It's not 4 each. It's still one cell. 8. Okay, it's still one cell. It's not separate yet. Right? So how many chromosomes? 8. Right? It is still one cell. And if it is human cell, it's gonna be 92. Can you follow this? It's not that difficult. That's happening like that. Now, after that, we will not talk about plant cell. Right? They will make a different structure over here. But this is animal cell because we talk about human. Then it will squeeze. Okay, so this is actually proteins over here that will squeeze and then separate that 2 cells. Okay? The next stage after telophase is called the cytokinesis, which is cytoplasm's division. It will separate these 2 cells, the cell over here, into 2 cells, and then it will, of course, you will see the nucleus. Now the nuclear envelope is solid, and then you're gonna see the chromosome in it. Okay. Now, how many chromosomes in each cell? This is 4, or it is human cell is 46. This is 4, 46. And these chromosomes over here, within these 2 cells, and also within the parent cell over here, will be very similar. No different, because it's going to be the same cell. It's going to be the same cell. If the parent cell over here is skin cell, what's it going to produce? Skin cell. Never different type of cell. That's the mitosis, right? Skin cell produce how many? What is the product over here? The final product? How many cells will be produced? From one cell, from one parent cell, is produced how many cells? 2. 2, right? That 2 cell is called the 2 daughter cell. I don't know why it's called daughters. I don't complain. And these 2 daughter cells are identical. They are identical. Right? The chromosome the same, everything else the same. They are identical with themselves and also with the parent cell. That's the mitosis. And if you see over here, yes, it is going for growing, for replacement, for repairment. It's going to be like this. It's going to be mitosis. Okay. You have question for this one? Now we go to the second one. What is the second one? Meiosis, which is reproductive cell division. Meiosis. Okay. Okay. Let's say, because this is meiosis, we have to tell the name of the cell, whether male or female. Let's say this is male reproductive cell. What do you call this cell? No. Sperm cell is the product. The parent cell is called what? Spermatocyte. Okay, this is one spermatocyte. That's the name of the reproductive cell. The sperm again is the result, is the product of the meiosis. Now, if it is human spermatocyte, then how many chromosomes over here? 46, right? It's 46. The same. Spermatocytes still carry 46. You with me, right? Spermatocytes carry 46, not 23, 46. Right? Now, of course, the stage very similar, but it double. Okay? instead of PMAT, in the meiosis you PMAT twice. You're not enough just P one time, you P again. So what is the stage is gonna be? P1. What is after P? M1. What is after M? A1. What is after A? T1. And then cytokinesis 1. You follow this? And then after cytokinesis 1, you P again, which is gonna be P2, M2, A2, T2, and cytokinesis 2. So that's the stage is gonna be. If the mitosis only 4, this one's gonna be 8 stages in meiosis. Are you with me? Alright, now we start. This is interphase, and then when it is ready to do meiosis, what is the first stage? What is the first stage? Prophase 1, P1. So prophase 1 over here. You follow this? It's going to be very similar with mitosis. The difference is, look at what happened over here. The homologous chromosome in the spermatocyte or oocyte, they don't really like to separate yet. Hey man, you are my friend, you are my pair, what? You are my spouse. I want to be with you. So it's gonna be look like this. So it's attached over here. Are you with me? And the same thing with the other pair over there. It's gonna be like this. You see that one? So the chromosome is not really separating, they bind to one another. Therefore, you're gonna see this structure. So this structure will have how many chromosomes? In this one over here. How many chromosomes? 4, what? How about this one? 4. Are you sure? Alexis, how many chromosomes over here? 2, what? That bind together, and this is 2 that bind together. But how many chromatids all up together? In this one. How many chromatids in just one group over here? Come on, you forget what is chromatids? What is chromatid? I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna make it bigger, so you know what that structure will look like. Here, let's say pair number 1 over here. Okay, this is one chromosome, right? How many chromatids? This is one chromatid, this is one chromatid. It's long chromatid. How many chromatids? 2. What do you call these chromatids? That's coming from the same sister chromatids. You get this one? Alright? Now we're gonna do the other one over here. You get this one? Alright. Now how many chromatids over here? 2. Total how many chromatids? 4. Alright? 2 sister, 2 non-sister, right? Look at this non-sister chromatid over here. They making crossing over. This is what we call crossing over. Crossing over. Right? When it's crossing over, what happens? They can exchange the chromosome over here. Right? So later, the one that carry this will carry blue color, and this one will carry the, let's say this is the black color over here, the black gene. Right? So they can crossing over. They can substitute different chromosomes. Right? This process is called the crossing over. Therefore, when they produce the sperm or the eggs later, they will be carry different gene. Increase what? Diversity. Therefore, kids, your siblings, the children in one family, they will never be the same. What? They always have diversity. Anybody have, siblings, brother, sister? Do you think it's the same? It's always different. Why? Because of this crossing over. Increase diversity on human. Increase diversity. Okay, now look, how many chromosomes over here? How many chromosomes? Come on, how many chromosomes? It's not that difficult. How many chromosomes? Ali, how many chromosomes? Chromosomes. This one, only this figure. 2 chromosomes. What? This is centromere over here. It means that it's still 1 chromosome. That's the type. Okay. How many chromosomes? 2. How many chromatids? 4. Got it. Just to make sure you got it, right? Yes. Okay, this is the prophase one. Prophase one in meiosis. The chromosome will be crossing over. The homologous chromosome will be crossing over, and then there will be 2 chromosomes with how many chromatids? 4. Therefore, this structure over here, each of them is called tetrad. Tetrad. What tetra mean? 4. A structure that carry 4 chromatids. That's the name of the structure over there. That's actually 2 chromosomes with 4 chromatids that performing crossing over. It's always happen like that. So during prophase, many chromosome, homologous chromosome will make crossing over. That's normal. Crossing over. Okay? You get this one? So the process is still the same like mitosis. The nuclear envelope disappear, but the chromosomes start to divide, making an X structure, but homologous chromosome will do crossing over, okay, make the tetrad structure. So you see tetrads, you see crossing over during where? Prophase one. If I put in the exam, where the crossing over, during what stage is crossing over and tetrad present? During the prophase one. Okay, this one. Okay. So how many chromosomes? 4, which is still 46 if it is human. Don't be confused. Hey. Now what is after that? What is after prophase one? Metasis one. Look at the mitosis. It's like this, right? This is mitosis. Look at this one before I erase it, because it's going to be different in the meiosis, prophase, metaphase one. How it's going to be look like? Instead of 4 like this, it's going to be like this. Okay. You see that? You see the difference? Still in the middle of the line. However, the tetrad that is over here, not the chromosome. Are you with me? So tetrad, which is 2 chromosomes bind together, will be in the middle of the cell. How many chromosomes? Still 4 and 46 if it is human. Are you with me? Okay, now. I'm gonna change the color a little bit to make sure you follow this. Okay, so for the top one, the pair number 1, I'm gonna change the color. Okay, let's say using this color, using blue, easier to see, right? Let's say like that. Okay, to make it easy to follow, you're gonna follow that thread. And the other one is blue and also black, but it is shorter, shorter pair of chromosome. Get it? So this one, okay, and the other one, the top one, we're gonna use short black and short blue. Okay. Now, what next after metaphase 1? Anaphase 1. We're gonna use here. And it's gonna be elongate, the same like in mitosis. Okay, this is M1, I'm sorry, A1, and this one. Yes, it's gonna be separate. Okay, but how it's gonna be separate? Here, it's gonna be separate like this. Okay, so the black going up, right? The black up, the blue down, the blue down. But however, look at see over here. Because of the crossing over, this part over here is kind of exchange. So this black over here will carry the blue gene at the bottom, right? And the blue over here will carry the black on the top. Okay, this will create the diversity level. Are you with me? Right? So how many chromosomes? Here. 4. Remember in the mitosis, if it is anaphase, the chromosome already double, right? It is still the same, still 4, which is still 46, if it is human chromosome. Next, what happened after anaphase? Telophase. However, in this meiosis, there will be no nuclear envelope formation, no nucleus. So the chromosome will be like this, short, long, short, right? Blue, 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 black, 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 black. Can you follow that? How many chromosomes? Still 4, 46. This is T1, telophase 1. Now, what is after telophase 1? Cytokinesis 1, right? It's going to be produce 2 cells without nucleus, no nucleus. So, black, long blue, short blue, 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 carry black, black, black gene over here. You guys heard? 2 cells. It is finished? No. Continue to the next one. What is the next one? Prophase 2. I'm gonna put it here. Each of these, then we'll do like this. Okay. Now it's just like a mitosis. Okay. So let's see, this one become prophase 1, then prophase 2. The cell just like this. After cytokinesis, gonna be P2. And then what is after P2? M2. Now the cell will be in the middle. The cell will be in the middle like that. This one carry blue, carry blue, carry black, and then the spindle fiber will. Okay. Now look at each cell over here. How many chromosomes? Only half of the parent chromosome, which is 23 if it is human. You with me? In the metaphase 1, also 2 or 23 if it is human cell. You guys want? What next? After metaphase 2, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I cannot go here, okay? On your drawing, follow it. On your drawing, just put continue. After metaphase 2, then we have what? Anaphase 2. 2. So each cell will be elongated. And then black, black here. You see what? This is black. And then okay, separate, right? But which one carry the blue? The one carry the blue is the bottom one, right? So this one carry the blue. The top one no. The top one do not carry blue, all black gene. Are you with me? How about the other one? The other cell over here. It's gonna be blue, right? So blue long, short, blue long, short. Oh. Which one carry black gene? The top one or the bottom one? The top one. So you can follow that, right? Carry black gene over here. Yeah? Spindle fiber, spindle fiber, spindle fiber. Okay? How many chromosomes in each? Now it's double from metaphase over there. It's become 4. 46, 4, 46. You follow this first? What is after anaphase? Telophase. Now the nucleus start to reappear, right? Then over here, what type of chromosome will be? What color? Okay, long black and short black. Is that correct? How about over here? The same, long black, short black, but it has blue in its end. You with me? Blue, 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 blue. You follow this? How about the bottom one? Long blue, short blue, with black or not? Yes, black at the end. How about the bottom one? All blue, long and short. Huh? This is 4, which is 46, 46. Are you with me? And what next? Cytokinesis 2. Right? This one will produce 2 cells from the top cell. 1, 2. And the bottom one also will produce 2 cells, right? Are you with me? And because we start with the spermatocyte, this cell will have tail. What do you call that cell? No, you know it's sperm, right? Nucleus, 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 nucleus. Look at this one. Carry what gene? All black gene, right? Long, short. Get it? And this one, long, short with blue. You see the diversity over there. It's not the same like the father. Oh, sorry. Blue, short, blue, and then which one have black? The top one over here. You with me? Okay? Yeah? This is telophase over here. This is telophase 2. This one cytokinesis 2. Right? And cytokinesis 2, at the end, what is the final product? How many cells produce? 4. 4 sperma. Oh, sorry. 4 sperms from each spermatocyte. If you have million spermatocytes, it's going to be million of sperm produced during this production. And all each sperm actually different. It's not the same. Let's say the female also do the meiosis, then the female will also produce the eggs. Okay, let's say eggs over here. Egg is bigger than sperm. Let's say a female carry like this. Yeah, it's gonna be 23, right? 23 or 2. This is here. This is 2 or 23, right? 2 or 23. Each of these will have half of the parent's chromosome. Are you with me? Let's say this sperm that fertilized this egg. What is the gene or the chromosome of the children gonna be, or the child's gonna be? It's gonna be like this. Are you with me? Right? Now let's say the ones that fertilize is actually this sperm over here. What happened with this kid? It's gonna be like this, right? like this, but carry blue. Are you with me? Now, what happens if this one then you have, are you with me? So it's going to be very diverse. The kids, every time your mom and mother making a kid, then the product will be different, not the same like you, right? If it is X chromosome, this is Y chromosome, it's going to be XY. If it is X, it's become female, etc. So sperm actually can be X or Y, but X will be always X. Okay, you follow this? This is how the meiosis. Again, meiosis will produce 4 daughter cell. Right? It's for the sperm. If it is male, that will be identical or non-identical. Non-identical. That's the difference. Okay, and carry only half of the chromosome. Okay. Do you have questions so far? If not, we done chapter 3. Now we go chapter 4. We're gonna erase this. Okay. Let me just. We go chapter 4 a little bit because we need time next. Okay. So is it the video okay? Alright. And so chapter 4, which is